Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close look at the Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 Cross Patta. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a pair of Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 Cross Patta running shoes, and this pair is in men's UK size 9, US 10, Europe 44, Brazil 42, 28 cm, and it's also in a women's US size 11.5. And this pair is in the black Sandrift cool grey colourway. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping up or lifting up and out the box lid. I'm just setting the box lid to the side and giving you a direct look inside of the box. And let's lift this item out. Now we can see the Air Huarache by Patta and the Patta running team's logo right in the middle as well, and flipping it over you can see the Patta label on it as well. So it appears to be a terry cloth or just a simple square cloth, and just giving you a look at the details right there if we can achieve focus. Which seems to be struggling just a little bit, but nonetheless right there we can see the Patta, Nike swoosh and running team details on this square towel with the Air Huarache by Patta and the Patta running team's logo. So we're just going to set that down and to the side, just setting it on the right hand side of the tabletop and giving you a direct look inside of the box now with the towel removed. And let's peel back the packing paper or wrapping paper to reveal the Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 Cross Patta. And let's lift out the left shoe first and focus on its details. So I'm just going to put the towel back in the box so for now, and just setting that, actually let's set the towel out because we'll be opening the box up again in later on. So just setting the box to the side and the towel there. And let's do it some justice by opening it up. There we go. On the right hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look at the shoe, the Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 Cross Patta running team. And this one is in the black Sandrift cool grey colourway. Let's do a 360 rotation so you have a full and clear look of the shoe before we start taking closer in looks at its details. Okay, and now taking a much closer in look at the details of the shoe so we can see the very fine texture and grading of the topmost layer there with the mud guard, and just giving you a much closer in look so you can see the textural qualities of that mesh vamp or underlay with that black finely grained leather mudguard. And as we move slowly towards the back, you can see of course the kind of strap design. So the upper is actually of the Nike Air Huarache Plus and the bottom is of the Nike Pegasus. So a hybrid of two iconic designs blended into one, and giving you a look of course up close again at the kind of upper with the strap like design, and we can see the integrated strap in nylon and loop through that keeper, and of course the continuation of that very fine black leather overlay, and of course giving you a look at that wrapped foam midsole as well. We can see the Air Zoom branding, so it does have a Zoom Air unit in the forefoot as well as the back, which is consistent with the Nike Pegasus design. And as we move towards the back, giving you a look at the heel of the shoe, or at least directly from the back. So we can see with the pull loop at the heel, we can see the Nike and Patta branding tucked under the leather foot strap or heel strap going around the back, and just giving you a much closer in look at the details to that Patta branding as well as the Nike portion of it at the bottom. So you can see that glossy contrast. Let's try and get focus right there, the glossy contrast on the matte nylon. So right there, letting the light play against that surface of the pull loop at the heel. Of course we see a Nike swoosh at the back as well, so it is slightly pointy at the back. So taking a look at the inner side of the shoe, so once again that Nike Pegasus lower portion or bottom design of the shoe, and the Nike Air Huarache Plus upper design combined. So once again, that leather overlay, and of course the bootie construction underneath, and we can see the mesh details peeking through the cutouts of the overlay of that leather upper. So move towards the front again, we see once again that mesh design, and that leather mudguard. And now taking a look at the shoe directly from the front or tip towards the back, we can see this is a Nike branding with the 1972 numerics on it for the date. So let's move towards the back very slowly so we can see the details along the length of the shoe. So now top down we can see once again that integrated foot strap and buckle or adjuster with the Nike branding, and on the tongue of the bootie we can see the Air Huarache by Patta and Patta's running team logo right there in silicone. So just giving you that close-up look at the details on the tongue label. And now taking a look around the ankle and heel collar of the shoe. So there is some light to medium level of bowstring that thickens towards the heel slightly and deepens towards the heel as well. So it does taper out very slightly, widening towards the heel from the ankle or sides. And taking a look at the back of the tongue, let's slip out that card shoe tree in it so we can see and take a better look at the inside details. So taking a look directly at the back of the tongue and its label right there. And of course the overall lining, so we can see the fabric details of the bootie with a grid design in brown on that anthracite background or main color, and at the back we see a light silvery grey lining right throughout the inside of the shoe or bootie construction. And taking a look directly inside, we can see the composition sticker or materials label, as well as once again the Air Huarache with the Patta running team logo on it on the sock liner or insole. So giving you some idea once again of that bootie construction. So bootie, mesh and leather. And of course giving you a further out look once again for some perspective. And that pull loop at the heel as well. And now taking a look at the bottom or sole of the shoe. And its traction pattern, so you can see it does have a diagonal, I beg your pardon, diamond traction pattern with some slats or slat-like traction pattern on the outer edge or outer side of the shoe, and turning into much larger blocks or lugs as we reach the back of the shoe. So once again, that sand drift or light beige Nike React foam midsole with the Zoom Air units in the forefoot as well as the heel. And we can see a Nike swoosh molded into this midfoot channel of the shoe or sole. And of course there are two flex screws as well running across to give you some sense of the rubber outsole or sole of the shoe. And there's that React foam, which is firm but bouncy at the same time. It's right there giving you a look as I press down on the sole and on the edge of that outsole. And now let's do a flexibility bend and twist test with my hands to give you some sense of the shoe's flexibility, firmness or stiffness. And now just popping the shoe back in shape. And now let's take a look at the right side. So setting the shoe down and in the background as we bring the box back in frame. And popping out the right shoe. And now taking a look at the right shoe of this Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 cross Patta in the black sandrift cool grey colourway. And let's do a 360 rotation so you have that full and clear look. And let's do a bit of reorg as well, because I find that the shoe in the background might be causing some visual distractions as we look at this left shoe. So right now, slightly tidier with the background slightly out of the way. Right there, once again, taking a look at the shoe and up close at its details. So once again, we see the Nike swoosh in the front, but this time it isn't dated with that 1972 detail on this right shoe. So a little bit of variation there. But nonetheless, that overall top black leather overlay and that mesh vamp and fabric bootie construction with that round silicone patch on the tongue, the Patta racing team logo or running team logo. And at the back, once again, we see the Nike and Patta branding on the pull loop. And of course on the inside, let's pop out the shoe tree for this side and take a look on the inside. So once again, the back label on the tongue and on the inside of the shoe, the details with that silvery grey lining and Patta running team logo on the sock liner. Now taking a look at the sole of the shoe. So once again, we see that black on sandrift design of the sole or bottom of the shoe. And now let's take a look at the pair together side by side. And from the front to the back. And directly from the back. And the soles or bottom of the shoes. So that's Nike Air Huarache 20Y24 Cross Patta. Thanks for watching and happy running!